Hi, in this video we are going to discuss about collaborative filtering. Collaborative filtering is a type of recommender system basically. It basically studies the user behavior and patterns. Okay, this is the type of system that studies user behavior and patterns and try to find the similarities between them. We have two types of collaborative filtering. First we have user based and second we have item based. Okay. Now before we proceed any further with collaborative filtering, the first thing that we need to talk about is neighbors. How do we determine neighbors in a collaborative filtering? Now these neighbors are definitely different than the geographical neighbors you might be having. First let's talk about what are user based neighbor. How do we say that two users are neighbors of each other? The two users are said to be neighbors of each other when they like same type of content and when they don't like same type of content. Okay, that is when we say that two users are neighbors of each other. Since user 1 and user 2 have similar likes, choices and preferences, they can be called as neighbors. Talking about item based, if we want to find neighbors, when we are talking about item based, the two items are said to be neighbors of each other. When a person is liking first item, then it is also liking the second item, and when a person is not liking the first item, it is not liking the second item as well. Okay, so basically the movies A and B are neighbors, either both are liked or both are not liked. So as you can see that the filtering is done based on user behavior. The determination of neighbor is solely based on user behavior. Okay, we are just analyzing the user behavior and just trying to find the people or the items which are neighbors of each other, which are either liked or not liked, or the people who are liking the same type of item. Now what are the next steps? Once you have evaluated the neighbors, what are the next steps? The next steps that we have is, since we are talking about two types of collaborative filtering here. The first type of collaborative filtering is user based. So what do we do? Suppose we have user 1 and user 2, they both are neighbors, and user 1 wants to watch a movie. And so what the recommender system do, it shows a movie to user 1 which is liked by user 2. Okay, it shows the movie to user 1 which is liked by its neighbor. Okay, that's what the system do. And if we are talking about item based collaborative filtering, so we have two movies which are neighbors of each other. Then if we have a user which liked movie A, okay, and now it wants to watch another movie, then the system is going to show that person the movie which is the neighbor of the movie that it has already liked. Okay, so the neighbor movie is recommended by the system. So this is the overview of the collaborative filtering. In the next video we will again dive into some of the matrix multiplications and try to make some sense out of all the information that we are gaining in this video. Talking about some of the limitations of collaborative filtering, the first limitation is the data sparsity. The ratings are usually not available for each item. Not every user provides the rating, right? So it's not necessary that rating, basically this entire model is based on user ratings, right? The other disadvantage, the other limitation is the cold start. So it's very difficult to predict for new users or for new items, basically who does not have any neighbor yet. And third one is scalability. When the number of users become very large, there is a huge drop in the performance of collaborative filtering. What are some of the applications? What are some of the applications of collaborative filtering? The advertisement and promotions that we see on Flipkart, Amazon or Facebook are done using collaborative filtering. The social media search engines uses them, and the entertainment services like Netflix Prime Videos, YouTube, TikTok, etc. They all use collaborative filtering to recommend the content to the users. In the next video, we are going to dive more into the mathematical side of collaborative filtering and try to understand, try to make sense out of everything that we have studied in this video.